Greetings to everyone on today. To have you tuning in to Coach Steele's Finance Training. Welcome as you come on in, and you already know as you dive on into Coach Steele's Finance Training, you already know, greet me, tell me good morning, let's talk. Let's have a great conversation on today. Here at Coach Steele's Finance Training, we talk about all things financial literacy. And of course, we want to have these conversations and make the complicated things simple, kind of simplify the conversation in the process of subjects concerning financial literacy. And happy to have you coming in on today. Of course, I am Coach Steele, and we're going to get this party started. Today, we are talking about the importance of financial freedom. I think this is going to be a great conversation today when we talk about the importance of financial freedom. And when it comes to financial freedom, one of the things that we have to look at is financial freedom means something different to each and every person. So that's what we want to look at on today. When we talk about the importance of financial freedom and what is financial freedom to you? What does financial freedom mean to you? And as you come on in the room today, here at Coach Steele's Finance Trainer, we are live on Facebook and we are live on YouTube. And if you have not yet, go to the YouTube channel, Coach Steele's Finance Training, and subscribe. That way you can catch all the videos and all the shorts, all of the other content that I put out throughout the week as well. And if you've missed out on any of the content, you can always go to the YouTube channel and click on the live button and catch all of the other videos. So happy to have you tuning in on today as we talk about the importance of financial freedom. This is an important topic now more than ever that we have this conversation when it comes to financial freedom. So as you're tuning in on today here at Coach Steele's Finance Training, let's see here. Make sure you write in the comment section. Tell me good morning. And I want to know, what is your definition of financial freedom? What does financial freedom mean to you? What does financial freedom mean to you on today? So much going on in the world. So much happening. There's a transition as far as political leadership. And so financial freedom and goals that people have set in place now look completely different from what their goals were in January and February. So on today, what does financial freedom mean to you? What does your financial freedom look like? If you could imagine and put a picture in your mind of what is financial freedom for you, what does it look like? Good morning to my brother, Obasi Peter. Happy to have you tuning in on today. Awesome. Shout out to you in Cyprus. As we talk about financial freedom and we're talking about your goals financially, what you want to accomplish financially in life, what are some of your goals? What are some of the things you want to accomplish 5 years from now? What are some of the things that you want to accomplish 10 years from now? Where do you see yourself 20 years from now financially? How do you accomplish your financial freedom goals? Oh, this is a good conversation today, guys. I'm interested in finding out and helping guide you to those goals. Us getting there together. Good morning to you, Mr. Tony Sherman. Shout out to Mr. Tony Sherman. As you all are tuning in and listening on today to Coach Steele's Finance Training, where we are talking about financial literacy. I am Coach Steele. Happy to have you on with us today. Make sure you share. Make sure you subscribe. This content as it's going out, be able to help someone else out. Tag some other people in this if you're on the Facebook group. Shout out to my YouTube audience listening in. I got my brother all the way from Cyprus, the country of Cyprus, listening in on today. And so when we talk about financial freedom, what are your goals? For some people, it'll be, well, I'll be able to take a certain amount of vacations a year. For some people, it may be, I'll be able to take care of my family. For some people, it's having enough income or cash flow to be able to invest. For Peter, it's having enough income to invest. And so what's interesting about this, guys, is every time you reach another plateau financially, every time you make progress, some of your goals and your mentality about money, about currency, about finances will shift, it will change, and all of a sudden your goals begin to transform because you realize that the complicated was a little more easier than you actually thought. Some of the things that you were looking at trying to accomplish, they are arriving much sooner than expected because you decided to put your hand to the plow. So as we talk about the importance of financial freedom on today, what are some of your financial freedom goals? And most importantly, we have to look at the conversation and the subject of what is financial freedom. So as you all are typing in some of your financial freedom goals and what financial freedom looks like to you, of course, you know, here at Coach Steele's Finance Training, I love to be interactive with the audience. I'm not intimidated about having the conversation about financial freedom. It is more important now than ever that we have this conversation. Look at what's going on with the economy. Look at what's going on in the marketplace. Look what's going on with the stock market. Look at what's going on with real estate. Look at what's going on with people losing their jobs. We need to have a conversation about how do we reach financial freedom, because I understand what is going on in the marketplace right now, and whatever it used to be, it no longer is. And you have to know how to shift and make adjustments in this season. What does financial freedom look like to you? What are your financial goals that you want to accomplish? I'm going to read a definition of financial freedom that I found. And everybody's answer is going to be looking different, because some people, it's going to be like they want to be able to retire comfortably. For some people, they want to have a certain amount of money at the end of every month that they can live off of. And so I'm interested in your thoughts and your comments of what financial freedom looks like to you. Good morning to you, Anitra. Happy to have you tuning in on today to Coach Steele's Finance Training. We are talking about financial freedom and what it looks like to each and every one of us. For some of us, it may be having our business cash flowing, our investments cash flowing. For some people, it may be making enough passive income where they can quit their 9-to-5 job, and whether they are making $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $50,000 a month, some people want to make a certain amount of million a year. So for some people, it may be, I want to help my whole family, and we have a family business that sustains us all, and we can create generational wealth. For some people, it may be money to where they can do missions work, so they can do what their passion is nonstop, without any interruptions, without any financial hiccups or hangups. Everybody's goal of financial freedom is going to look different. Good morning to my beautiful wife, Yvette Steele. Happy to have you tuning in on today. So I'm interested in what financial freedom looks like to you. Feel free to comment as we talk. Here's the definition that I got on financial freedom. It says financial freedom means having enough income, savings, and investments to live the life you desire without relying on a traditional job, giving you control over your finances and choices. Now, that's a basic definition online. It's very broad, because when it says have enough income, well, when it comes to having enough income, that measure, that bar is going to be different for some people. For some people, if they had enough income coming in outside of their 9-to-5 job, if it was $5,000 a month, they would be elated. They would be excited. For some people, they may say, oh, that's not enough. That's not enough for what I'm trying to do. That's not enough for what I'm trying to accomplish. For some people, what would be a good amount for you to have coming in every month? And this will show the range. I want you all, let's experiment. What would be the perfect amount of money coming in every month for you all? If you could have your way, if you could set up your investments properly, and you could have passive income where you didn't have to go clock in on anyone's clock, how much would you want having coming in every month? While you all write that in, I'm going to read in one of the comments. Shout out to Mr. Tony Sherman. He said, being able to pay all household bills on time monthly and have surplus money left over for other endeavors. Well, that's broad too, Mr. Tony Sherman. What are the other endeavors? And what is surplus money? Is it $1? That's surplus. That's extra. Is the extra money, okay, I see him, he's writing it in. I'm going to jump to Mr. Tony Sherman's comment. $10,000. So for him, he would want $10,000 a month passive income. Shout out, good morning to the great Pastor Takara Nicole tuning in on today. I wish I had a copy of that picture of the flyer of the event in August. I got to figure out how to do it. Hopefully I can figure it out. But there's an event in August, guys. We are talking about the importance of financial freedom, but we are having an event in August, and I believe it's August 9th. And that event is a great conversation, guys, that is going to help some people get to financial freedom. And so I don't know if I have it on my laptop. So anyway, we're going to work on that. I don't know. Pastor Takara might email it to me. She probably already did. And then I may be able to post it on here during the live. We'll figure it out. So yes, we got Pastor Takara here. And of course, if you have not ever, make sure on Tuesday evenings at 8 p.m., you can go to her Facebook page and participate in Life at the Well. It's another complimentary, great ministry, an environment that you can be a part of online and in person. She does have in-person events as well. So make sure you go check her out there at Life at the Well. And she's helping me out. Yes, August 9th, come and join us. She put the great coach skill. I paid her to say that. We're talking about the importance of financial literacy. And to Kara, if you could put in your site where they can go register for that event, that will be helpful as well. So we're talking about the importance of financial literacy, and Tony Sherman puts that he would like to make about $10,000 a month passive income. And shout out to Mr. Tony Sherman, because if it wasn't for him, man, he put some pressure on me today, guys. I was running behind, and of course I'm about 5-6 minutes late from going live. And what was funny was I was getting ready, prepping, trying to get all this stuff taken care of. And Tony was like, where you at? Like, you going live today? And I was like, yes, I'm running a little behind, 3 minutes. That's what I told him. So shout out to having good people in your corner that will keep you on track. Let's see here. And you all can continue to write in what your financial goals are. What are your goals? How much money do you want to have coming in every month without you having to clock into a regular 9-to-5 job? That's what I want to know. I'm interested, because everyone's going to have different goals. All right, let's see here. Okay, let's see what we got. All the way from Cyprus, my boy Peter. One importance of financial freedom is to help you afford a certain lifestyle. That is so important, Peter, because you want a certain lifestyle, and you have to, a lot of people don't understand what their number is. They don't understand what it is or how much they need to live that lifestyle, because that lifestyle comes with something called inflation. And I told you all months ago, inflation is a silent money killer. It will silently kill your money if your money and your funds are not in assets. This is so good. I love conversations like this, because your money can be in a regular checking account, and inflation will do damage. But then your money can be in the right asset, sitting in that asset account, and all of a sudden inflation becomes your friend. So inflation can be your enemy or inflation can be your friend, depending on where you sit your money, depending on where you sit your finances. You have somebody who may be poor or middle class and they will complain about inflation, and you have somebody who's wealthy who's cheering inflation on to victory. Oh, this is so good, because inflation can affect you negatively or positively. So when you have a certain lifestyle you want to live, and you want to have a certain amount of money coming in every month to maintain that lifestyle, to handle it, to be able to take care of things so that you can have peace of mind financially, which of course affects your mental health. When that is happening, understand that inflation and the cost of living is steady rising. So you want that monthly income to be able to maintain itself and continue to grow as inflation does as well. And so you need to know your number. What is your number? How much do you need coming in every month to live that lifestyle? Does that lifestyle come with a mortgage? Does that lifestyle come with vacations? Does that lifestyle come with spoiling the grandkids and loved ones? Does that lifestyle involve a lot of traveling? Does that lifestyle involve doing a lot of mission work, giving to others? What does your lifestyle entail? So how much do you need? So let's look here. Let's go to some of the comments. We got Heaven Harper coming in. She's saying, let's go. And also, guys, as you tune in on today, I'm telling you, we're going to have an amazing event August 9th. You see the I Pray, Plan, Execute Mastermind and Leadership Intensive. It's going to be in the Chatham County area, Savannah area. So make sure you tap in to that and register for that event. All right, let's get on track here. We are talking about the importance of financial freedom. Let me see if anybody else put their comments of how much they want to make a month. Okay. BB says 15K and travel on points. Okay, when you say travel on points, are you talking about like you're going to use your points from like how you creatively use a credit card throughout the month and pay that credit card off before the charge date so they can't charge you any interest, so that way you travel for free? So she says she wants $15,000 a month. Interesting. $15,000 passive income. Okay. I could get with that. I like 15,000. 15,000 feels comfortable depending on what bills or expenses you have. Now imagine if you don't have any debt and you got 15,000 a month coming in. It hits different. But imagine if you have like a mortgage note and a car note. That's going to eat up some of that 15,000. And so financial freedom looks different for everyone. Some people want to be debt free. Some people aren't worried so much about the debt. They just want the income coming in every month. So as we deal with financial freedom, and of course I read off that definition to you all about what financial freedom is, and that definition, just understand no matter who or what, everybody's definition is going to look different and what they believe financial freedom is. Now, let's go to the next thing. Why is financial freedom important? To you, why is financial freedom is important? And I understand why financial freedom is important, but for you, why is important? Why does it matter to be financially free? Some people may take a nonchalant approach and they say, well, you know what? It's just money. And it comes and goes. You know what? It's just money. You can't take it with you. But everyone doesn't have that mindset. Why is financial freedom important to you? Because sometimes people say, well, it's just money. It doesn't matter. It comes and goes. But for me, finances and financial freedom is important because it allows me and offers me the opportunity to help other people that are less fortunate, to help other people that are in need, to be able to help build and establish and educate others that are across the world in other places that would not have the opportunity, that do not have the people around with the heart that God has given me to be able to set up and establish situations, and systems for them to be able to have the same opportunities and privileges that I have. There are people that are starving across the world who cannot clothe themselves, that can't even put on a decent pair of shoes, that aren't sure what they're going to eat next week, that aren't sure what they're going to eat tomorrow. And if I obtain financial freedom, I have the opportunity to lend a hand to those people that are in need. The beautiful thing about Coach Steele's finance training is I have an international audience. And so my message and what I'm trying to communicate is so international because of the base and the foundation of it. This conversation on today can travel anywhere across the world. It can hit any household, any home, any individual. It is important now than ever in this season. We understand what's going on in the world. We understand what's going on in this country. Learning and understand how to have financial freedom is extremely important. How many people recently have lost their jobs? How many people recently had a 9-to-5 and all of a sudden it was snatched from them? Think about it. See, dependency on an outdated system is dangerous. Some people have a dependency on the system that is in place in this country. But some of the systems in this country are actually outdated. It no longer works. It's no longer effective as it used to be. We have a dependency on a 401k plan or system or whatever retirement plans that are connected to the stock market. But what happens when the stock market takes a 10%, 20%, 30% dive in the same year that you had planned on retiring? Things happen unexpectedly. And yes, the stock market will rebound. You have to, wait. But what if you weren't planning on waiting for a rebound? What if you were planning on moving on in life? Now you're stuck depending on that system. And so we have to learn and prepare ourselves, educate ourselves. How do we maneuver and adjust and improve our situation and not be dependent on an outdated system? Even the gentleman that invented the 401k plan, if you do research on who he is and what he believes about the 401k system, he will even tell you that retirement system that was put in place years ago, decades ago, is outdated and no longer effective. And this is the Godfather, the creator of it. So this isn't just me talking. Here's another system that may not be able to be counted on or leaned on. How many people have confidence in Social Security? How many people are just confident and sure that they know Social Security will be around forever? As you're tuning in on today, if you think Social Security will be around forever, and there's no right or wrong answer, we don't know. If you think it'll be around forever, put yes in the comment section. If you think it may not be around forever, put no in the comment section, or put unsure, put we don't know. Because I'm not so confident it may be around forever. There are people in high places that are wanting to make adjustments to the Social Security system that we know it as now today. It may look different tomorrow. It may look different next year. And what am I saying? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with drawing a Social Security check. I'm saying that don't put yourself in a situation where you are solely dependent on it, because you never know what they may do. You never know what plan they may come up with. You never know what they may change. There are a bunch of Tony Sherman puts not sure. And so when it comes to government workers, there have been hundreds of government workers that had jobs working for the government, and they were let go. They were fired immediately without any warning. And then there are some now that are after a month being called back and saying, hey, you know what? This wasn't right. We may have done this the wrong way, and you can have your job back if you want it. And then you become dependent on a system that is outdated that is not secured. How many people remember a time where a government job, you just knew you were good? You just knew, okay, you know what? You can work there for 30 years. Once again, the system of America of I can work in a factory or work for a job for 20, 30 years and draw a pension is not enough money and is not as secure as it used to be 20, 30 years ago. And so we have to put ourselves in a better situation now. And we have to take life by the horns and be able to steer ourselves and our financial future in the right direction. And so we can't depend on the government. We can't depend on old systems. We have to create our own financial systems to get this financial freedom right here. That's what I'm talking to you about today. And if you don't have enough information, if you don't know how to get yourself to be financially independent, if you don't know what to do to get rid of your debt, then humble yourself and go get help, go get guidance, go get information. If you need a financial coach, of course, here, Coach Steele Finance Training, here, Coach Steele, I'm here, I'm available. So definitely reach out to me if that's something you're interested in and you need. If you need some financial guidance or information, that's what we're here for as a community, as a team here at Coach Steele's Finance Training. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel on today as we talk about the importance of financial freedom. And so you can reach financial freedom. That's what I want to tell you all today. When we sum it all up, and I'm getting ready to close this out in about 5 to 10 minutes, I want you all to know that each and every person can reach financial freedom. It's going to look different for each and every person on here, but I want to bring the awareness and I want you to take action. I want you to put your hands and your mind to work on today and start thinking about what you need to do to hit those goals. If BB says, I want to make $15,000 a month, then what does BB need to do to hit that $15,000 mark every month? What does she need to set in place? If Tony Sherman says, I want to make $10,000 a month, then what does Tony Sherman need to do to make sure he hits his $10,000 a month? What are those goals that you have and what action do you need to take to hit them? And I want you all to understand that the old systems, we cannot rely, we cannot depend on them to the degree that we used to. A 401k isn't bad, but don't let it be your only hope. Don't let it be your only saving grace to take you comfortably into financial freedom / retirement. So you all can independently reach financial freedom. Well, guess what? We got to do some of the basics, and that's budgeting. If you don't know how to budget, get with Coach Steele. And here at Coach Steele's Finance Training, we'll go over that. If you don't know how to eliminate debt, get with Coach Steele, and we'll go over the process on how to eliminate debt. And so you do not have to suffer in silence. So many people, a majority of Americans are suffering in silence financially because we are embarrassed. If over 70% of America is living paycheck to paycheck and cannot handle a financial emergency, guess what? You are suffering in silence, and so is a majority of the other people you know. It doesn't make sense. So that's something that we have to fix and adjust. And go get help. It's okay. Reach out to someone that you trust financially or financial advisor, whoever. Doesn't have to be me. And start making the adjustments to improve your situation. And another thing we have to do to reach financial freedom that will help you, when you're budgeting and you're eliminating debt, you're also going to free up cash flow, which increases your cash flow. That's your money that you have left over at the end of every month. And so when you increase your cash flow, it allows you to have extra money, access to create an emergency fund. Some of you may already have an emergency fund. So guess what? It allows you to be able to have the basic things you need in life. Start paying for life insurance. Start paying for whether you have home insurance or car insurance. Make sure you have insurance in place. All those things are important. If you have your emergency fund and you have insurance, then next, what do you want to do? You want to make sure you start investing in yourself and in your future. Start taking that extra cash flow and start investing in your future. For some of you, once you increase that cash flow because you've been budgeting properly, you can start your business, invest more money into your business. because now you don't have to worry about the business failing or not being able to pay bills. Why? You got extra cash flow to sustain your business, to be able to take your business to the next level, to scale your business, because you can hold it down. You can hold your business down and maintain that asset as it continues to grow, evolve, to be able to pay yourself back later. That's why all of this is important, so that you can have your own entity, your own structure, your own stuff in place, so that you can maintain yourself financially. And most importantly, also, when you increase that cash flow, guys, you can invest like crazy, not only in yourself, but in other places. And you can invest in other things besides the stock market. You can invest in other things besides your retirement plan. But there are private entities and platforms where you can make investments and make 8 to 10%, sometimes 12% annually, consistently. But those doors and opportunities will not be open to you, and you won't have access to them if you don't take some of the basic steps. There are wealthy people in this world that invest in other private entities and platforms that you would never know about if you don't elevate yourself financially and get to that place. And I would say get in the right rooms, in the right doors with the right people. And of course, you all know one of my favorite assets to invest in is real estate for a number of reasons. It increases in value. You have access to the equity. Real estate is a tax shelter, and it consistently pays you passive income, and also it hedges against inflation. It's a great place to put your money to fight against inflation, because when you have long-term rentals, the cost of rent goes up over a period of time, so it can keep up with inflation. And like I said, when you begin to put your money in assets as opposed to letting your money sit around, inflation no longer becomes your enemy, but it becomes your friend. It's important that we all reach financial freedom, no matter what each one of our individual goals look like. They'll all look different, but we got to get there. And we'll continue this conversation on another day and at another time. I appreciate each and every person tuning in to Coach Steele's Finance Training. I appreciate all the comments, and I'm going to see if I can post this flyer. So y'all be patient with me if I can get my mind right and post this flyer. Okay, let's see what we got here. You're welcome, Miss Shirley Frazier. I think I found it. You know what, guys? I think I made it the background, not in the front. Let me see. Uh-oh, I got it. Let's see here. Let me move this around. Boom. Okay. Like I told you all, and as promised, I was able to get the flyer up, and you see it right here. It says August 9th, 2025, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., Richmond Hill Center, 520 Cedar Street, Richmond Hill, Georgia, 31324. I pray, plan, and execute. So as you see, there's a few speakers here. You can register. Of course, down there you see the link to register, and I am one of the speakers, and I am excited about this opportunity to share and break bread with a bunch of other wise people that I can learn from as well. And so you always want to put yourself in the right room. You always want to put yourself in a positive environment where you can grow as well. Never limit yourself to just what's around you, but put yourself in better environments where you can grow as well. And so you see each person on there. I don't want to mess up anybody's name, but I'll start from left and go all the way to the right. It says Dr. Kenneth K. Law, Simon Steele, Kewan Drayton, to Kara Nicole, Brittany Harper, and Mahogany Bowers. So you all, I need your face in the place because we're going to have a blast. And I'm excited about this opportunity to be able to speak to my community and speak to my people. Ladies and gentlemen, here at Coach Steele's Finance Training, we're all about educating and we're all about sharing information and helping others grow. And that's what we need in our community. We need to be able to help each other, share information so that we can grow. It's time to take it next level. It's time to take it to the next level, ladies and gentlemen. So once again, thank you for tuning in to Coach Steele's Finance Training. If you have any questions about the event, any questions about getting financial coaching one-on-one, feel free to reach out to me. You see it down there in the ticker, my email, coachsteelefinance@gmail.com. The importance of